Hello and welcome to today's 20 over match. I can see the captains are waiting to toss the coin, so let's get down there, and looks like they'll be coming out to bat then. They can put a solid total on the board and they'll be in a strong position. I can't see too many empty seats around the ground, so it must already be close to a full house. No runs there. The ball just runs out into the covers. We hear commentators talk about fast bowlers hunting in pairs, but how important do you really think bowling partnerships are, Tony?
There is a lot of talk about fast bowlers hunting in pairs, but to be perfectly honest, what you want more than anything else is good fast bowlers. And if there's only one of those, well, that's just going to have to do. If you have two really good fast bowlers, then of course you are going to create all sorts of problems for the opposition. I think that is where this talk about fast bowlers and indeed spinners, good spinners hunting in pairs, come from. They keep up the pressure and they keep up the rage, so to speak. Certainly in my time, playing against the likes of Lillian Thompson, it would have been a bit easier had there only been one of those two and a little bit of respite when he wasn't bowling. The same, of course, applies to the Great West Indian combinations, the likes of Holding and Roberts.
That's a really good shout. Not out. The bowler looks very disappointed about that one. That's 5 off the over then. No runs scored. Edged. Another dot goes in the book. But he's mistimed that, it's run away off the edge. Oh, he's dropped it. He'll be gutted to have put that one down.
Didn't get himself into a good position to make the catch, and it's no surprise he put it down.
Seamer to start a new over then. No run. Thin edge. That's one. Big shout. Out.
What a mess. There was never a run there.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. I'm sure the new batsman will look to play himself in. They're having a shout. No run there. That's 4 from the over. No run there, they simply can't get it away. Quality timing there. That was 4 the moment it left the bat.
That was a fine shot for 4.
The batsman didn't read that one at all. That's out.
It seems like miles back to the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
Let's have a look at that from another angle. Absolute concentration required from the new man in. Another over gone. The fast bowler to start a new over. Thin edge. No run scored. The batsman coming back for a second. No run. That's out. Let's look at that again. Serious pressure on the new man in then. One more to the total. Edge to slip. Let's take another look at that in replay. 3 runs from the over. Out! No, he's dropped it! Let's look at that again. No run there, they simply can't get it away. Batsmen are looking for 2. No runs scored. And the end of the over.
That's the end of the fielding restrictions. Expect the captain to start changing things around now.
No run there. Batsmen coming back for a second. No run there. Edge to slip. He's dropped it. They may yet have to pay for that.
At this level of cricket, you really cannot afford to drop catches.
Oh, he's dropped it. Must have taken his eye off it at the last moment. A very good over, only 2 off it in the end.
You really need safe hands in the slip cordon, or vital chances like that will be missed.
No ball. Let's take another look at that in replay. So the umpire signalling free hit, and so the batsman can only be run out off this ball. Batsmen are coming back for 2. They've got back for 2, that's good running. Great fielding.
No ball.
He's having problems with his run-up out there. No balls these days mean the batsman has a free hit. He can only be run out off this ball. The batsmen are coming back for a second. He's sent. Oh, what's the umpire going to say about this one? Got him! And from another angle. Plenty of pressure on the new batsman then. One more onto the team total. The bowler concedes 9 off the over. One ball to Sundries. So a free hit. He can only be run out. He's hit that very hard.
Well, that's good batting. He might have hit it in the air, but it was pretty safe and got him 4 runs.
Batsmen are coming back for 2. Physical fitness is obviously a big part of the modern game, but just how important is mental strength?
There is a bit of a emphasis these days, perhaps a little bit more so than in my day, on physical fitness. To be perfectly honest, I'm not too sure that I agree with the way they're going about it, because what you really need to be in terms of fitness as a bowler is to be fit to bowl. You don't need to be fit to run a marathon. You need to be fit to bowl. So you need to be quite agile. So there's obviously a program of fitness that can be very useful for that. It's just as important to try and develop the mental strength required to overcome some of the hurdles that you're going to be confronted with at the highest level of cricket. There are plenty of those, believe me. They range from the ability to keep going, and that's a mental thing.
He's got the edge. Well bowled.
At this stage of the match, on this wicket, the spinners should be doing most of the bowling.
No ball.
He's lost his run up and it's costing him. Another no ball. No balls these days mean the batsman has a free hit. He can only be run out off this ball. Thin edge. He's put it down. Dear me, you really can't afford to put down chances like this. They'll be gutted to have put that one down. He's dropped it.
He'll be so angry with himself after putting that down. Let's see if he takes it out on the batsman. What a dreadful bit of cricket. Gifting.
They're having a shout. He's called for the third umpire. Let's take a look at that from another angle.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye over and over. But in the middle, they only get one.
There's the red light. He's out.
What a piece of fielding. He was on that ball so quickly.
So, new batsman at the crease. Another over gone. They'll have to be quick here. One more to the total. He might have got a hand to that, but he couldn't stop it. The fielding team will regret that. And from another angle. No run. No ball bowled. It's crazy to bowl no balls with this new rule about the free hit. He found the gap with precision. He's put it down. They may yet have to pay for that.
That is so annoying for the bowler. I wouldn't want to be in the fielder's shoes when they get back into the pavilion.
The leg spinner to start a new over. Would you believe it? Another no ball. No balls these days mean the batsman has a free hit. He can only be run out off this ball. What a superb shot.
That had 4 runs written all over it from the moment it left his bat.
The batsman coming back for a second. But he's mistimed that, it's run away off the edge. That's another single there. That's 8 runs taken from the over. Very unlucky for the bowler there.
No ball.
Another no ball. Another free hit. So the umpire signalling free hit, and so the batsman can only be run out off this ball. Thin edge. Let's have a look at that from another angle.
Asleep in the field, no one backing up.
Dot ball. That's 4 from the over. This will be his final over then. Well bowled.
No ball.
No ball. That shot brought the crowd to their feet. It's crazy to bowl no balls with this new rule about the free hit. Beautiful stroke.
Super timing, that fairly raced away.
I can just imagine what's going through the bowler's head right now, and he won't be a happy man. Do you agree that a batsman's strengths can also be viewed as potential weaknesses, Tony?
Well, I'm not so sure about that. As far as I'm concerned, if you have a strength, that's an advantage. If every now and again that cover drive leads to an outside edge which ends up in the hands of slips, well, I mean, so be it. That may have happened anyhow. You could also argue that a batsman who's a good hooker or puller of the ball hits those wonderful sixes every now and again is going to get caught of a top edge. Well, you know, so be it. But he's going to miss out on a lot of boundaries had he given away that strength. So I think it's a very negative way of looking at things. After all, if it's a strength, it is a strength.
No ball.
Another no ball. Another free hit. So a free hit. He can only be run out. Batsmen are coming back for 2. That's a really good shout. And from another angle. They're right into the tail now. Very expensive over. Batsmen are looking for two. Let's have a look at the action replay. The ball just runs out into the covers. Batsmen are coming back for two. Dropped. They'll be gutted to have put that one down. That's 5 off the over.
The bowler needs the support of his fielders if he's to bowl with any confidence.
Well, what's the umpire going to say about this one? And from another angle. That's out. That is a superb delivery. Let's have a look at the action replay. New batsman at the crease now for Australia. This should be the end for the batsman. He might have got a hand to that, but he couldn't stop it. He'd be disappointed not to have held on to that one. Stopped in the covers. Batsman change. What's the umpire going to say about this one? Into the tail now. Very good over. Only 2 off it in the end. The slow bowler will bowl the last of his allotted overs then. No run there. Oh, great shot. Well, that's confidence for you. Off the mark with a boundary.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
Let's take a look at Hawkeye. What a superb shot. Good placement. That'll really annoy the fielding captain. Batsman change. They're having a shout. The umpire turns that one down, but it must have been close. A difficult decision, but the umpire says not out. This will be the off-spinner's last over. He's going to have to move here. Let's take a look at that from another angle. The batsmen are coming back for a second. That's two more. We hear commentators talk about fast bowlers hunting in pairs, but how important do you really think bowling partnerships are, Tony?
There is a lot of talk about fast bowlers hunting in pairs, but to be perfectly honest, what you want more than anything else is good fast bowlers. And if there's only one of those, well, that's just going to have to do. If you have two really good fast bowlers, then of course you are going to create all sorts of problems for the opposition. I think that is where this talk about fast bowlers and indeed spinners, good spinners hunting in pairs, come from. They keep up the pressure and they keep up the rage, so to speak. Certainly in my time, playing against the likes of Lillian Thompson, it would have been a bit easier had there only been one of those two and a little bit of respite when he wasn't bowling. The same, of course, applies to the great... He's really treating this bowling with absolute contempt.
No run. The umpire signalling a no ball. And from another angle. So the umpire signalling free hit, and so the batsman can only be run out off this ball. The batsman was absolutely bamboozled by that one. And there's a fielder underneath it. And right into the tail now. I wonder what Hawkeye made of that. Edged. Bowler was unlucky there. 10 taken off the over. This will be his final over then. Batsmen are coming back for two. Confident appeal. Let's take a look at that from another angle. Lovely shot.
He lifted that way over the infield really well.
That's wonderful bowling from the seam bowler. But he's mistimed that, it's run away off the edge. Batsmen are looking for two. One more to the total. That brings the innings to a close. He's getting a polite round of applause as he makes his way to the pavilion. The quick bowler to start the first over. Beautiful timing.
That was a fine shot for 4.
He's got hold of that. The batsman coming back for a second. Oh, what's the umpire going to say about this one? The third umpire's given him out.
There was never a run there. I can't believe they even tried for it.
One more to the total for Pakistan. The ball just runs out into the covers. You just can't afford to give the batsman that kind of width in these conditions. That's beaten the fielder to the fence.
Well, that's what you should expect if you bowl like that on this pitch.
Great timing on the shot. He timed that to perfection.
Oh, super shot again. He's got into a perfect position for that shot. Head over the ball, weight forward.
Required run rate stands at 5 and over. No ball. A free hit. It's crazy to bowl no balls with this new rule about the free hit. Edge to slip.
That's confidence for you. He must really fancy his chances today.
Batsmen are coming back for 2. Once it beats the fielder on this outfield, it races away. Exquisite shot. He really looks in good nick today. He looks in fine form.
Wonderful shot. He really punished the bowler there.
That clattered into the hoardings. He really struck that hard. That's raced away through.
The captain won't be too pleased with his bowler there.
Top quality shot. What a massive shot, right out of the ground. We won't see that again.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
That's out. Caught.
He kept his eyes on the ball very well there.
I'm sure the new batsman will look to play himself in. Another run onto the scoreboard and the end of the over. Batsmen are looking for two. Chaotic running, there must be a run out here. Well, that's a superb shot. 4 runs.
Wonderful shot. He really punished the bowler there.
That was superb placement. The batsmen are coming back for a second. 2 more to the score. Edged. His captain won't be too happy with that. A quickie to start a new over. Big shout. There's the signal. He's safe. And there's a fielder underneath it. Exquisite shot.
That had 4 runs written all over it from the moment it left his bat.
Good placement. That'll really annoy the fielding captain. The crowd really enjoyed that. He's played that beautifully.
That was a fine shot for 4.
Out. Caught him. Plenty of pressure on the new batsman then. Right out of the top drawer. And another 4.
He plays that shot really well and it brings him a lot of runs.
That's a huge 6.
Well, he really middled that. That's 6 glorious runs.
Great timing on the shot. That's raced away to the boundary.
Smashing shot. Really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
That's gone way into the stand. 6 runs. Lovely shot.
The bowler will definitely be out for some revenge after that one.
He drifted wide and paid the price. What an over. Disastrous. Fast bowler to start a new over.
With the end of the fielding restrictions, the captain should really be changing his field around now.
Immaculate timing. That's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain want to tear his hair out. Very unlucky. That's it, it's all over.